One bottle in my kitchen makes everything taste restaurant quality. It's only 2 ingredients, but you have to get it just right. Let me show you how. I'm Dr. Aman, a physician who believes the best medicine is a really incredible meal, because great food should make you feel as good as it tastes. Garlic-infused olive oil can add so much flavor to dishes, and if you buy it at the store, it can be pretty pricey. But let me show you how easy it is to make as long as you follow the right technique. I'm starting with 10 large-sized garlic cloves. The key is that we slice them all at about 1/8 inch, because the goal is not to have any browning, and if it's uneven sized, then 1 part might brown, changing the flavor of the oil. Garlic can bring down total cholesterol and LDL. My mom's also a doctor, and when I was a kid, she taught me L for lousy, LDL, or the bad cholesterol, H for happy, HDL, or the good cholesterol. So you want your LDL low and your HDL high. If you can include garlic in your diet, it can have benefits. However, if you're following a FODMAP diet, you typically avoid whole garlic because it can cause GI distress. The good news is you can substitute garlic-infused oil for all the flavor without the side effects. Now that our 10 garlic cloves are sliced, I'm going to go ahead and add these to a cold pan. Next, we're going to add a cup of oil to the pan. I think it's important to choose a higher quality of oil with a subtle, sweeter flavor to balance any bite from the garlic. I'm using olive oil, but you can use any oil, especially a neutral oil that you want. There's one really important piece of equipment that I highly recommend you have when making this garlic-infused oil, and it's a food thermometer, because we want to cook this at just between 175 and 185 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 to 40 minutes. Turn your stove on to the lowest setting, and after 5 minutes, come back and check the temperature. So it's been about 10 minutes, and I've let the temperature of the oil rise very slowly. Now I'm just approaching about 150, and that is completely fine. You can see in the pan very few, mostly just large bubbles. It's not frying. The bubbles are just coming up very slowly and gradually. The temperature is still rising. I'm at about 155, and that's ideal. We don't want to overshoot past 185, 190, because then the garlic starts frying and you get that more roasted, stronger flavor. Right now, we just want nicely infused garlic oil. If you start seeing too many bubbles or sizzling going on in the pan, don't be afraid to pull the pan off the heat, let it cool down, adjust the temperature, and then set it back. But just keep checking the temperature at least every 5 minutes or so till you know you have a good rise or you're at where you want to be. So I'm going to let this continue to infuse, and we'll check back again later. We've reached the perfect temperature at about 180, and you'll see there are still very few bubbles. The interesting thing as you're infusing the garlic is you'll see more bubbles early on, and then as you get closer to that 35 to 40 minute mark, the bubbles really start to slow down a lot. So we're already at the 35 to 40 minute mark. I'm going to take this off the heat shortly, let it cool a little bit, and then I'll show you how we strain it out. Our garlic-infused oil has cooled, and now I'm going to pass it through this fine mesh strainer before I put it into an airtight container. If you're especially concerned about any whole pieces of garlic, you can put a cheesecloth over this or even use a coffee strainer. Now, we don't want to press the garlic to release any extra oil. This is just enough. And you can see the color of the garlic is just lightly yellow. If it turns more golden, you have a different type of oil. It's still going to be great, but it'll have more of that roasted flavor. You can store this oil in the freezer for longer and let it come to room temperature once you're ready to use it. Most recipes call for some amount of oil, so you can substitute whole garlic, usually in equal parts, for this garlic infused version and enjoy all that delicious flavor. There's room for everyone at the table, and it'll probably be a little more fun if everyone has garlic breath. If you tried any other variations, like infusing it with herbs as well, like rosemary, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your ideas. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. if you can include whole garlic and, oops, no, already messed up. And now I'm going to pass it through the, why is this so difficult? That was pretty lengthy and confusing. I'm not sure I even followed that. So let me try again.